History rebellion movements. 1. The Yemeni Civil War began in 2014 when Houthi rebels, supported by Iran, took control of the Yemeni government. 2. A coalition of Arab states, led by Saudi Arabia, launched a military intervention in 2015 to restore the internationally recognized government. 3. The conflict has since evolved into a complex war involving multiple factions, including separatists in the south and jihadist groups. 4. Efforts to reach a political settlement have been elusive, and the humanitarian crisis has worsened. Causes of rebellion. 1. Political instability and corruption in Yemen's transitional government. 2. Sectarian tensions between the Houthi rebels, who follow the Zaydi Shia branch, and the Sunni majority population. 3. Regional rivalries between Iran and Saudi Arabia, which have fueled the conflict. 4. Economic hardships, food insecurity, and high levels of poverty. 5. Discontent with foreign military intervention and drone strikes. Rebel leaders and figures. 1. Abdul Malik al-Houthi, leader of the Houthi movement. 2. Ali Abdullah Saleh, former Yemeni president who initially supported the Houthis but was later killed. 3. Southern separatist leaders like Adaris al-Zubaydi. 4. Militant leaders in Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula, AQAP. 5. Local commanders and tribal leaders who have aligned with various factions. Strategies and tactics. 1. Armed conflict between Houthi rebels and the Yemeni government forces. 2. Saudi-led coalition airstrikes targeting Houthi positions. 3. The use of blockades and sieges as tactics of war. 4. The involvement of jihadist groups, including AQAP and ISIS. 5. Efforts by international organizations to provide humanitarian assistance. International support. 1. Saudi Arabia and its Arab coalition partners leading the military intervention. 2. Iran's support for the Houthi rebels. 3. Western arms sales to Saudi Arabia and the UAE. 4. Diplomatic efforts by the United Nations to broker ceasefires and peace talks. 5. Humanitarian assistance provided by international organizations. Impact on society. 1. Widespread destruction of infrastructure, including schools and hospitals. 2. The displacement of millions of Yemenis, creating one of the world's worst refugee crises. 3. Famine, food insecurity, and malnutrition affecting a significant portion of the population. 4. The collapse of healthcare systems and limited access to clean water. 5. A deepening humanitarian catastrophe with severe consequences for children. Humanitarian consequences. 1. High civilian casualties, including many children. 2. The destruction of critical infrastructure, making aid delivery challenging. 3. A severe shortage of food and medical supplies. 4. The spread of preventable diseases and outbreaks. 5. A dire humanitarian funding gap. Peace negotiations. 1. Multiple rounds of peace talks under the auspices of the United Nations. 2. Challenges in achieving a lasting ceasefire and comprehensive settlement. 3. The role of regional actors in influencing peace efforts. 4. The ongoing complexity of Yemen's political landscape. 5. The need for inclusive negotiations to address the concerns of all parties. Media and propaganda. 1. The use of propaganda by all sides to shape narratives and garner international support. 2. International media coverage of the Yemeni conflict. 3. The portrayal of the war's impact on civilians and the humanitarian crisis. 4. State-controlled media and information warfare tactics. 5. The role of citizen journalism in documenting events and raising awareness. Rebellion in literature and art. 1. Literature and memoirs by Yemeni activists and writers. 2. Artistic expressions, including graffiti and visual art. 3. Documentaries and films chronicling the war and its consequences. 4. The impact of the conflict on Yemeni cultural heritage. 5. The role of art in preserving the memory of the crisis. Lessons from the movement. 1. The devastating impact of protracted civil conflicts on civilian populations. 2. The complexities of regional rivalries and their influence on conflicts. 3. The urgent need for humanitarian assistance and conflict resolution. 4. The importance of inclusive peace negotiations to address root causes. 5. The enduring challenges of state building amidst conflict and fragmentation.